So, we've now bought and tested almost all of the popular 2020 model TVs, from small cheap TVs like the TCL 3 series through to high-end TVs like the 8K Samsung Q800T and LG SM9970. We've tested more than 40 TVs this year. In this video, we'll do an overview of the best model for you to buy depending on your use. Hi, I'm Daniel from Ratings.com, where we help people find the best products for their needs. So, first thing to note is that this is a simplified recommendation. We can't talk about every TV we've tested, and we also can't talk about every single use that you might have for a TV. The best TV for you depends on your own individual requirements. In this video, we'll talk about our pick for the best budget model, go on to our recommendation for those who plan to watch HDR, as well as provide a cheaper alternative, and then go over the best LCD model for those with bright rooms, and the best OLED model for a home theater experience in the dark. Let's get started. So first up, if you're on a budget, then check out the Hisense H8G. It's a very good TV for most uses. It's great for watching movies in dark rooms thanks to its excellent contrast ratio and decent full array local dimming feature. The HDR experience is a bit limiting as it can't get quite bright enough to bring out some highlights. However, it has a good response time and very low input lag for gaming, and it's a good choice for watching TV shows or sports. It can get bright enough to combat glare, but you quickly lose image accuracy when viewing from the side. It uses the Android TV Smart platform, which works well and provides quick access on the remote to popular apps like Netflix and YouTube. Now, if your budget allows for it and you do plan to watch HDR content, then check out the Vizio P-Series Quantum X 2020. Overall, it has better picture quality, which makes it an excellent choice for watching movies in HDR. Compared to the Hisense, it provides a better local dimming feature for detailed dark scenes and a much brighter image for impactful HDR. It's actually one of the brightest TVs we've tested. If you have a bright room, then this high brightness helps to counteract glare, and this TV also has an improved anti-reflective coating, which works very well. If you want to also game in HDR or with a new console, then it feels very responsive due to the low input lag, and it supports some HDMI 2.1 features, including variable refresh rates for a tear-free gaming experience. Depending on your use, you might not like the Smart platform as much though, as it's centered around casting content from another device, so the on-screen interface is a bit limited. We also experienced quite a few bugs while testing the TV, including occasional crashing of the interface that required a restart, and our panel has a strong red tint. If you're after a TV for HDR but are looking for a cheaper option than the Vizio, then check out the Hisense H9G. It's the next step up from the H8G and offers improvements across the board. Picture quality is close to the Vizio, with a similarly effective local dimming feature. It doesn't get quite as bright in real content though, so bright highlights might not feel as impactful. It also doesn't have quite as wide a color gamut, so vivid colors in HDR content won't stand out as much. Despite this, it's still an excellent choice for HDR. It doesn't have any newer HDMI 2.1 features though, so it might not be quite so future-proof if you want to game in HDR with a new console. Overall, it's still a great option though. Now, if you've got a bright room, then a bright TV with great anti-reflective handling is the way to go. The Samsung Q80T is our top pick. First thing to note, while still very bright, it isn't actually as bright as the Vizio. It makes up for it though with significantly improved reflection handling, which is among the best of any TV we've seen. This makes it a great choice for a room that you can't control the light. It also has an additional optical layer, which improves the viewing angles and makes it a great choice for those with wide seating. As far as the picture quality goes, it is close to the Vizio, and while the darkroom picture quality and HDR isn't quite as good, it can be a great alternative if you're worried about bugs. For a bright room though, even if you plan to game or use a new console, it's an excellent choice with HDMI 2.1 support for high bandwidth and variable refresh rates. The Q90T is the next step up in Samsung's lineup and is a bit better overall with a higher brightness. It might be worth going with if you want the best of the best for bright rooms. And lastly, if you've got a dark room and are after the ultimate home theater experience, then check out the LG C10. This is an OLED TV, which means it has a different type of panel. It can produce perfectly deep blacks as the pixels themselves emit light and individual pixels can be turned off completely. This results in extremely impressive darkroom performance. The overall picture quality is excellent, however, it can't get as bright as some high-end LCD counterparts, and there may be a risk of burn-in with static content. We've done an investigation into this and don't expect most people who vary what they watch to have any issues with burn-in. You can see our video series link below for more information. It's also a great option for gaming with a new console. It supports HDMI 2.1 features, including high bandwidth and variable refresh rates. If you're after a darkroom option, it's the way to go. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.